Shale and Dex, come back for our second podcast in the heathen, disgusting city of Masson. Fuck yeah. And we're here to talk today about one of our favorite things we both have in common, anime.
Yes, sir.
And this is start off. What did anime have an effect on your life? Was it like the first cartoons you watched as a kid? What was your favorite anime growing up?
Actually, yeah, no, I didn't even know that I was watching anime at one point. Like, in middle school, I was watching, Naruto. I didn't know that was anime at that point, and so then I just kind of, started watching it. I'm like, hey, this is better than cartoons that I normally watch.
Right, yeah. Naruto was probably my first favorite anime that I can really take proud of, because all the other animes before were just Sailor Moon, Dragon Ball Z.
I never really got
terrible shit.
You don't like DBZ?
Dragon Ball Super I like. DBZ, up until the Buu Saga, was okay.
I guess, yeah.
Buu Saga was just terrible.
Yeah, the Cell Saga was good.
Buu
Saga was good. The Buu Saga, yeah, I can agree.
Now, anime's kind of gone through a kind of a dead phase in the past few years. I mean, we aren't seeing, there's that revitalization phase. We got with things like SAO, Naruto Shippuden, what do they call it? Horizon Jump or whatever?
Log Horizon,
yeah. You get all these, new animes that were coming out around the 2012, 2013, 2014 area. Tsunami was coming back on the air. And there's all this shit ton of anime that can start distributing Naruto Shippuden, One Piece, freaking Sword and Line. These were cornerstones of a brief revitalization of anime, but it died off. And it feels like in the late 22nd decade, 21st century, anime is kind of no one watches anymore. There's not any good stuff anymore.
Yeah, suddenly a bunch of new things popped up, and a bunch of select ones became really, really popular in the mainstream audience, like Attack on Titan.
Exactly, yeah.
I think Tokyo Ghoul was really popular at one point.
But now it feels like we're in a dead phase, a dry phase.
Yeah. And a lot of the things that are coming out are kind of comedic things.
And it's lost its bad at... I grew up... The two favorite animes I loved in high school and middle school were edgy, angsty, emo anime, like Parasite or Tokyo Ghoul, Attack on Titan, or gamer stuff like SAO or Log Horizon.
I think Tokyo Ghoul, kind of just was a bad adaptation, from the manga.
Yeah.
That's why they just kind of stopped it.
I've never read manga before in my life.
Oh, you should read the Tokyo Ghoul manga. It's so much better than the anime.
I want to read the SAO or Log Horizon manga. I heard those are pretty good.
I think those are just visual novels, and they stop it.
So what's the difference between a visual novel and manga? What's the difference?
It's I really don't know, but it's it's
more of a novel than
a visual novel is less substantial than a full on manga. The visual novel is sort of you know this thing we played later it's sort of like that, but it's unstructured, and they kind of just created their own adaptation from it. I don't know.
No, I think most people who grew up with anime are gonna remember the classics, Dragon Ball Z, Pokemon, blah blah blah. Now, what I really don't like about some of the newer anime in the series when it's coming on, this generation is gonna be a generation of comedy anime. It's not just a thing with the anime. Look at Cartoon Network. Look at frickin' Disney Channel. All the age of action back. I used to Disney XD.
Oh,
when I was a kid, the Jetix era.
Oh, okay, yeah, that Disney.
Yeah, back when we actually had some good content. It feels like cartoons nowadays aren't that good anymore. It feels
didn't Jetix play things like Zatch Bell,
King? Yeah. They did. They played Zatch Bell, which was a good anime. Shaman King. Box. It feels like that era when anime was popular and everyone loved it has kind of died down, and TV in America has just become this endless SpongeBob, Teen Titans Go, reincarnated bullshit over and over again, demanding that we kill ourselves. I got a knife in my hand right now just by thinking about Teen Titans Go.
You won't do it. We know you won't do it.
I'll do it. Teen Titans Go is enough to make me commit suicide.
I've never seen it, but I don't want to see it. So fair enough.
Look, they took Teen Titans and they turned it into a fucking retarded not even a monster of the week, adventure of the week in freaking Teen Titans Land.
Well, we gotta fight.
And they just acted like complete and total idiots. All the character development for the past series is destroyed. The entire tone is destroyed, and they turn superheroes into Bugs Bunny cartoons. That's pretty much what they've done.
Is that bad?
It's that bad, and they're turning into a movie pretty soon. Do you remember
terrible.
Do you remember the original Teen Titans for Cartoon Network?
Yeah, I remember.
That was good shit. That was good. I hate how they ended it on a cliffhanger, and we get a reboot that sucks ass.
Yeah, I think they just didn't know what to do with it anymore.
Yeah, I mean, Starfire never got her own arc. The whole question whether Terra was dead or alive or not was never answered.
Yeah.
Although I do believe in the comics it is answered. She did die. I think it's like one.
Is it?
I don't know. I mean, there is a second reboot of Teen Titans series going on right now that's made by DC Nation. So it's like Teen Titans, but more adult, more mature animation, more mature like concepts, and it's closer to the comics in the timeline, the actual DC timeline, than the show either show ever was.
I'm about to see that.
Yeah, the Teen Titans like reimagined version, Teen Titans Go, is so retarded that the characters literally make me want to kill myself. They're so stupid. They're so mature. It's like SpongeBob. These shows are so full of such stupid, arrogant little pricks, little brats of characters that kids are just going to become idiots by watching this shit. It's a psychological proven fact. Kids watch Teen Titans Go and SpongeBob are less intelligent than people watch like PBS, Sesame Street, all that shit.
Yeah, it seems like shows like they don't strike a balance now. They're either just really, really like not serious, or they're like so over the top serious, like it's not even funny. There's no middle ground.
What? There was a middle ground at one point with shows like Clone High, F is for Family, BoJack Horseman. Those are examples of story-driven cartoons, and they do really well. But I love BoJack Horseman. You seen it?
I've seen a couple episodes. Yeah.
Good. It's a good show, right?
Yeah.
It captures the Hollywood culture completely.
Right.
Now, back to anime in general, the Japanese anime.
Japanese anime, as opposed to
there can be Chinese anime. There can be
what is Chinese anime?
I don't know. I mean, anime. At my school, all we got are animes and weeboos. Most of them are black. Makes sense. It's mostly just a bunch of black weeboos play Super Mario, Super Smash Bros. 24/7 all day down the school recreational zone, and they're complete weeaboo trash shit heads who just make me cry tears of blood, pretty much.
I think it's usually just like a phase, and the people are just like, they kind of grow out of it.
Yeah. I mean, my favorite anime growing up was probably SAO and Naruto Shippuden. I love those shows. One Piece is also pretty good.
Growing up, as in like, those are the ones you really, really liked, or those are
the ones I really liked. The ones I really liked. The ones that formed of my core values are Digimon, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh yeah.
So I'm a basic bitch when it comes to like card game anime. It's pretty much.
Yeah, no, I was super I didn't know Yu-Gi-Oh. Well, so technically Yu-Gi-Oh would have been my first, but like I didn't know it because it was in English. And the 4Kids dub was just like atrocious.
Oh my god! Look at Jelly Donut.
Dude, like we have a couple strays passing by.
They're idiots.
What's up,
What's up, bitch?
Don't call them a bitch.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, when it comes to anime, I think like I would stay up when I was 5 years old just to watch Adult Swim anime nights on Saturday nights.
Yeah, those would come really, really late.
They resurrected in recent memory, but like I remember like that one show, that one guy like a spirit gun, like a spiritual bolt that can come out of his fingers. And he fought demons and shit. He was a Japanese student. He had there's like 4 of them. 2 of them were demons.
Is that Yu Yu Hakusho?
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
And they had like one. He died in the first few episodes and came back to life.
Yeah, I remember that.
That was a good show. Yeah,
that was nice. I mean, like, it's dated, but it's solid. Like, it's
there's also full. Mobile Suit Gundam. That was another classic.
I never really saw a lot of mecha anime. I think the first mecha I've seen was Code Geass, but it was hardly like a mecha kind of thing. Like they just had it in there, but I paid more attention to the story. For me, do you in 2007, 2008, 2009, few select anime came out that I remember in 2010 and stuff. I remember just binging those on the internet.
Oh yeah.
I think in particular Death Note and Code Geass is what started it for me. I remember seeing Death Note and I was just hooked.
You know what's a really fucked up series? Like when I was growing up as a kid, I could handle most animes at PG-13 level. But when you get into those really gory animes with the wolves and shit, you know that one, right? The dark gory anime with wolves that would bite people's eyes out and shit.
I don't know what you mean. What is it? What's it
about? I forget. It was about these guys who are lone travelers, kind of like Jorad Road Warriors or shit. And the bad guy wins in the end, and they have wolf powers and shit. Wolves are a huge focus of the anime.
Wolves. I'm not sure which one that is.
It was really gory. I mean, really fucking gory. Another one I really thought I didn't really not like growing up as a kid when it came to anime was, those movies Tsunami would play sometimes are way more violent than the time slot they're on.
No, wait. Can you say that again?
So, as Tsunami was dying back in the middle school years, they were playing really edgy, almost R-rated anime shows that are really gory. Like you can really see like a guy's arm get shot by an arrow like against a tree. Like what like those like or that like the weird ones. I'm not just talking about anime, but cinematic movie anime that they make. Like
you mean they were playing films? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, anime films. Yeah. Like that. Like those would get really weird. Like the one with that girl who goes to the spirit village and she forgets her name. She talks to a dragon and wolf thing.
Spirited Away? I don't know.
I don't know.
I have no idea.
It was weird, but that was like a really weird phase for me when I was watching these animes. As I thought. It made me feel like all metaphysical and shit. And for me,
yeah, some of the movies are messed up.
Yeah, some of the anime movies are really fucked up. I just watch Naruto movies most of the time. Those aren't nearly as fucked up as like 90% of film.
The Naruto movies like don't deviate at all from like
the manga. Yeah.
No, like I mean they're not like they're all the same. Like they're just like they
have like spirits, dragons, demons.
Yeah, and then he defeats them with a Rasengan.
Oh yeah,
because he has no other move.
Rasengan, they're all Naruto movies are pretty much the same. They didn't. Well, there are some that have really bad villains, like really evil villains.
Yeah, no, the Pain arc was probably my favorite arc.
I mean, my favorite Naruto Shippuden arc was Pain's probably one of the higher ones up there. But the Akatsuki are just so badass. I mean, all of them have like some fucked up deals with demons that keeps them immortal.
Really? Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, and so I had to end this on a note. I gotta go doing something, and I'll be back later.